Hello everybody and welcome to Crusader Kings 2. Now this is one of my favorite games and that's why I wanted to do a playthrough of this. I have close to 630 hours in Crusader Kings 2. Just, messing around a lot, doing whatever I want. And I've played many characters, but there's one character that I really want to play who is in the William the Conqueror tab. So if we go here, you can see William the Conqueror has just taken England, and he took a lot of land. You can't see it right now, but he owns most of this land right here. And, but he saw fit to appoint this guy, Count Caddock of Cornwall, to be Count of Cornwall. Now, this is an interesting playthrough for me, at least, because Count Caddock is one of the last in the line of Kurnu. I'm probably butchering the pronunciation, but one of the last members of the Kurnu dynasty, who were the ancient rulers of Cornwall and Brittany, I believe. And my goal for this Let's Play, through this campaign, is to own the southern portion of England, and then Brittany, Normandy, and is this, I don't know, is this Maine or Anjou? I'm sorry, I'm not French, I'm butchering the pronunciation here probably, but this duchy here as well. And then, once I achieve that, it will probably take a couple hundred years in this game, I will convert the save to Europa Universalis 4 and go on from there. Now, I'm hoping there can be some funny stuff going on in this playthrough, so let's get started. I do have different settings on. I started playing Crusader Kings 2 in an earlier playthrough, earlier time, a long time ago, a couple years ago. And I got really used to how the mechanics were back then. And I turned some of off and changed some of them for fun. So let's do dynamic. Well, let's see. What do we want this for? Deadly. Dynamic. Alright, dynamic. Mongol invasion, random. Reapers do, minor events, default. Don't really care about that. This one's the cool part. Turkic conquerors, random. Non-epidemic diseases, default. Shattered retreat, off. I absolutely hate shattered retreat in this. It works well in Europa Universalis, but I don't like it at all in Crusader Kings. Defense packs, off. Gender equality, default. Dynamic de jour drift, I think I might just default. Supernatural events on. Culture assimilation, de jour assimilation duration. I might change it to default. Default. Historical, although, yeah, historical is good. Adventurers, normal. Matrilineal marriages, on. That would be suicide for this game, because he starts with 2 daughters. Charlemagne stuff is on. Everything's on here. Normal, on, allowed. This is another one. Assassination. I feel as though if you have enough money, you can just pay people to kill people. I mean, that was probably the way it was back then. So I'm going to turn that to direct action, which lets you pay to kill people instead of plotting. Grant independence is completely unrestricted. And there we go. That's about all my settings. Achievements are disabled, but I don't care about that. So let's get in here. Alright. So we're in here. Blah, 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 blah. Read that 1,000 times. We have no special effects because we're just, kind of plain culture group. They didn't really flesh it out very much. And feudal and Catholic. Although we may go to a heresy. I'm not sure. Maybe. So let's take a look at direct vassals here in England. So England holds this area right now. All of it, except for me, is de jure England and Normandy. And the English king owns all of this land, several provinces more than he can have. 16 provinces. That probably also includes some castles. Yeah, church here. Bunch of stuff everywhere. You can tell who owns something by this flag, and then who owns it at the highest level is the flag on the right. So this is me. I'm over here on this tiny little peninsula of the British Isle, and this is Cornwall. So Duke Cadoc, he has 2 daughters. Not even gonna try to pronounce that name. Let's call her Rio. Rio here, we want her to be good with money, so I'm gonna choose a focus of thrift. And then Gwen, let's call her Gwen. She is good at martial, so I'll put her at struggle. I'm putting her as thrift because I like my rulers and to have good stewardship ability, because that allows you to have a larger demesnes. And she right now is set to be my heir. So let's take a look. Our first target is going to be Devon, so that we can take the entire Duchy of Cornwall. I will be renaming it to Daemonia, because my kingdom, when I eventually take all, it is Anjou, when I take all of this and all of this, will be called Daemonia. I may also take Orleans, not sure. I might just take all of northern France. It'll probably be easier to do that in Europa Universalis, but at least I'm going to take this southern part of England and these 3 duchies down here. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 duchies will be in my kingdom. So we're going to start out. There's nothing we can do marriage-wise to get Devon. I'm definitely not going to marry... Well, no, they're too young, and he won't let me marry that guy, his heir right now. So there's nothing I can do to get it through inheritance or anything special there. So I am just going to fabricate a claim on it, get the highest level chancellor there. Train troops, no one better than him. Steward, collect taxes, hopefully get some money. Spy master, do your thing, scheme over here. And then the court chaplain, I'm going to send him all the way down to Rome, build up relations with the Pope, who doesn't really like me right now. So eventually I can request money, and as my income grows, that number down below, 32, will rise, and eventually I could probably even get a couple hundred gold out of this guy. So let's go. Let's choose. I want to groom an heir. I want to get a son. Marguerite, give me a son. Get pregnant real soon. She has no disabilities or anything that will take away fertility. I am a mastermind theologian, which I don't really like. I prefer either being my leaders being militarily trained or economically trained, stewardship trained. So right now, I am going to put on seduction, get even higher fertility. Let's check out, what is this? Court physician, that's probably a good thing. I can shut the gates because I think he is paranoid, yes. Not gonna shut the gates. Lacks an education, a childhood focus. Okay, so I do have a brother. This family is a really old family. Goes back to Dumnorth in 700. So I do have a brother, and he has a couple sons. Let's see. I'm gonna put them all martial. See if we can't get any good martial. Good soldiers here. Good fighters. And if I have to, I will go to a elective monarchy if I can. Yes, if I have to, I will go elective and nominate one of those guys. My brother isn't anything special either. So, I think I'm ready to unpause the game. We'll take a look around the map in a little bit, see what's going on. Thing I like about starting in 1066 for converting to Europa Universalis is, oops, hold on. I have my pause button set as the, my recording pause button set as decrease time. So let's see if I can edit that at all. Game options, controls. Can't do it here. So, I'm going to be right back. As I was saying, I'm going to be right back, and I'm going to reset the pause hotkey for Bandicam. Oops, knocking my mic. Alright, I'm back. No need to touch anything now. So, I like to play on probably speed 2. Won't have too big of an effect on my frames. I might even go speed 3. Yeah, I can do that. Alright. One of your messengers returns with news of an old nun residing in the convent of St. Germans. Duh. The pious woman has worked for years in the leper colonies of St. Germans, where she licks away the pus in the patient's wound and eats their scabs. Dude, that's gross. You aren't even that good. Only 12. Something for which she has earned the name Adric the Holy. Butchered the name there. If you were to donate a tidy sum to the convent, she would come work for you. Oh, God. You're disgusting. You disgust me. I'll take you. Probably one of the best I'm going to get so far. You want to educate my daughter. No. I am going to instead... What are you doing? Thrift? Do I have anyone good for that? I'm going to recruit a few nobles. Spend my money with that. See if I can get someone good in stewardship. Let's see. Not really. I've got thrifty clerks, which are at the second tier. But I'm going to give one of those guys, the guys with the higher stewardship, Raoul, the education, guardianship of my daughter and my heir. Lords of England have approved the institution of late feudal administration law. Cool. So, just to have fun, let's look back at the history of Cornwall. So the House of Cornwall, they took it over in 1000, from my kinsman, some great-great-great-grandfather, I think. Did you not own Cornwall? Oh, he's a bastard. Wait, no, what? How did he take that? Whatever, somehow, Jeffin gave birth to someone not of his dynasty. But if we go back, these guys are also my ancestors of Brittany. Long time ago, created the Duchy of Gloucester. I want the Duchy of Cornwall. You want to create that and give it to me, maybe? Please? That'd be awesome. Probably not going to do that because I'm a different culture group. So, what can I do? Special titles. Designated Regent. He's at the top of the list. What the fuck is your name, man? Jesus Christ, I can't pronounce that. Gweth. My quarter. Who are you, Derain? Oh, you owned Brittany, didn't you? Alright, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna do that. You're gonna marry my eldest daughter, And I am going to conquer Brittany for you later down the road. I don't want you to be cruel, though. So, you are unfortunately going to lose 30 prestige. Now have negative prestige. But, what happened in Brittany during... Don't care about that for now. Anti-Pope, yeah, cool. Don't care. When William invaded my wife... You're wrong, you're not pregnant. From me. When... Oh, God. I'll hire someone. If I'm gonna be a paranoid character, might as well play like one. Even though I'm the, seducer. When William invaded England, the Duke of Brittany, at that time, Conan de Reign, probably... This is a relief. The maid I hired to gain my wife, Marguerite's confidence, has not found anything at all suspicious about her pregnancy. That is a relief. Nothing going on. Good. So, he had a claim on Normandy, and as soon as William invaded England, he tried to take Normandy. But, you know, it says natural death, but I think historically William may have killed him. Or at least dethroned him. And now his son is here in my court and going to be marrying my baby Rio. I'm going to call her Rio. And then they're going to be of my dynasty, my house. Let's see. Your Marshal Mayor Gunther of Bodmin has put forward a plan for experimentations with new military technology, inspired by a supposedly brilliant inventor and engineer that he has recently befriended. All that is needed is a little funding. Ah, that's more than a little, man. Nah, I don't have enough money. I need to save up for, mercenaries at some point. Is England gavelkind? No. I want it to be gavelkind. Because if it is gavelkind, that means that he will lose these lands here. Now, I'm not very strong. I do only have 1,080 something men. But hopefully people will join my plot. Yes, see? Look at that. Duke of Warwick. Let's see. What lands do you hold, Mr. Duke of Warwick? Oh, another daughter! Angie's. Nah, that won't do. Agnes. Agnes is an ugly name. Terrible name. No offense if anyone or their mother or grandmother is named Agnes. Let's see. Martha. Alright, Martha. Welcome to the family. Oh, you're sickly. Yeah, you do something, court physician. I'm gonna make you etiquette. Focus. So what's going on in the rest of the world? Ah, thank you, Anandrek and Aldrich. You cured my child. So, Byzantium is being invaded by the Seljuks. Let's see what the... Byzantium only has 8,000 men, whereas the Seljuks have 9,000 men. How are they doing in that war? Oh, the Seljuks are going to lose Armenia. Which is that. Nothing too big. You are not getting cruel. My heir cannot be cruel. Not allowed. So, France still holding together. Ooh, what's happening here? Holy wars. Oh, God, I hope the Catholics don't lose a foothold down in here. That'll make it more difficult for... Oh, William died. Oh, no. How did he die? Died frothing at the mouth. What did he have? Rabies. At the ripe young age of 41. So now we're King Robert of England. You want to marry my daughter? You want to marry Martha? You'll have to wait 16 years. But sure. Alright, cool. Wait a second. It's agnatic elective. I cannot... No, I break this. Sorry, you're gonna hate me. Yeah, he does not like me anymore. Broken betrothal. Alright, well... It's been 20 minutes. We got 2 years into the game. Not very far. But we were paused for the most of the beginning of this recording. These episodes are going to be about 20 minutes long. And so, I'm going to leave you with our position right now. We still only have Cornwall. Currently trying to fabricate a claim on Devon. Unite our ancestral homeland territory of the Duchy of Cornwall. And then eventually expand out west and then south. But we'll save what's coming up next for next time. I hope you enjoyed. I'm Pluto the Planet, and this is Crusader Kings 2.